just the back and forth momentum swap. That there's a big rock. Here comes Romero. But a pull counter.
There we go. We have a champion, ladies and gentlemen. Your champion.
What's good, y'all? It is time. They have added a 5-star version of Petr Yan. I was very excited for these alter egos because I know y'all saw the votes. It was a beat and Yan that won it, but you know, last time they let the guys that were close to being picked get picked, and you know, kind of relayed that to him. And we also got Prime Wonder Boy and we got Prime RDA, but RDA is on a punch card, so it's gonna take some time for me to showcase that version of RDA. That being said, 5-star Petr Yan. The way they would talk about Petr Yan, they speak about this dude like he was a fucking supercomputer. His run to the title, when he had a back and forth battle with Jose Aldo until that brutal finish, he would essentially download. The way they talk about it, he'd download his opponent's info. You know, he'd have a slow start, potentially give up round 1. And then his offense, nice block counter. His offense that would follow through, just clinical stuff, things of just absolute works of art. And there's a lot you can learn as an MMA fighter from watching Petr Yan. He's one of the best to do it. And if you don't agree, then I don't know what sport you're watching, because his boxing is smooth, his kicks are smooth. He has a nice little sequence that I kind of stole from him, which is he likes to throw both the lead hook and then follow up with a lead body kick, but he'll also throw a rear hook, kind of slapping at the guard, and then follow up with a rear body roundhouse. His body roundhouse is at a level 4, so we just dick punched him. So we will try our best to try to do that wherever it presents itself. So, speaking of downloading information, this guy's block counter be enough for me to know that it's not a fluke. Some guys just kind of input it. Okay. So we got to make that read. We're going to download that. There we go. Oh, he's trying to swing around rocks. Oh, brother, you did that to yourself, man. O'Malley. Mr. O'Malley. A rematch we got robbed of seeing, because I had Peter winning that bout against O'Malley. Striking was close, so then you have to look at the second form of criteria, and Petr Yan definitely took control of the grappling aspect of the fight, and he finished round 3 so goddamn strong with that ground and pound. It made me wish that fight was a 5-rounder, but I thought Peter won. And now that Sean O'Malley no longer has the title, we could potentially see that rematch. So with this Peter and his stats too, you guys notice his health stats got buffed. Essentially, his health stats now are if he had Force of Nature on his base model. He has the best idol in the game, in my personal opinion. Everything flows really quickly. The shots are all good. The animations just work really, really well with Petr Yan. He's also been given higher altitude. He has Bulldog, Weathering Storms, are all perks that buff the block. So his block is already at 97. So he's pretty much sitting at 100 block wherever you go. And with the 97 chin, he is going to be an absolute bruiser. I know Dominic Cruz is the other 5-star in this weight class, but I kind of feel like that Dominic is like an artificial 5-star. He doesn't really feel like a true 5-star. So far, this Peter feels like a real true 5-star. Block counter. And this is like pretty much an improved version of the Petr Yan that used to wreak havoc on UFC 4. Yep, that brother's gone. That brother's gone, y'all. Better move levels. Better power. Better block. Better health. Just a demon. What did I do? Why did I bring this man back? What's wrong with me? This ain't right. It's gonna be nothing but Yan on ranked. Sandhagen. So against Yadong, honestly, I think I have to check. I kind of knew all his move levels off rip, but Peter's supposed to have an Imanari rule from this fight against Yadong. I know he has a Dark Choke now. And we're gonna, you know what? We're gonna approach this fight a little bit differently. We kind of like taking it a little bit slow and then punishing where we need to. I'm gonna try to. Let me just try to be a little bit more reckless. Try to flow more in the boxing combinations, especially because Song is super, super good. There we go. Mm-hmm. Uh-oh. Oh. Okay. That's one way to do it. Yadong is also another character model that flows really well. I wish he was a 4-star. No block counter. So we're going to look to keep digging to the body. Yeah, I ain't know about that. Yeah, I ain't know about that combo flow. I think the other player, when I use Petr Yan, there's one player that mainly comes to mind, and it's Blake Tyler. He's beaten me before in competition. He's come by the stream, always shows a lot of good support, and we always have some back and forth battles on stream. But you know how every top player has like their guy? Like for me, it's Jose Aldo. For GOAT, it was like Tyron Woodley on UFC 3. Marshall Mind is John Jones. Ed Parker is Conor McGregor. So a lot of like really good players have like their guy. Like when you use or when you see that fighter in game, you're like, yeah, that's their guy. That's how I always used to feel when it was Petr Yan. I loved fighting Blake's Peter with TJ Dillashaw. There were some great matchups with that. There we go. And if you guys haven't seen, that was a combo listed in my most recent video that I just dropped. How to use Dutch kickboxing / Muay Thai style. There we go. Got 1, 2, 3 to the body. Followed up with a rear roundhouse kick, which Petr Yan does have in his arsenal. One thing that doesn't flow as well anymore with Petr Yan anymore, and I think I'd be remiss not to mention this. Hold on. Ooh, okay. Oh! Combo flow. Swinging round rocks. Can't be doing that, dog. Not against Peter. Look, he went to the body while rocked, I think. Or you should try swinging uppercut while rocked. Head up too low, dog. Pobrecito. Song you down. I'll say something in the Song Yadong fight. Alright. So, I'd be remiss to mention Osotogari is not a thing with Peter. That made him really, really crazy in UFC 4. Because if you weren't of the opposite stance, and Peter has such a good switch stance that it didn't even matter. There we go. Trying that combo. That combo doesn't flow as well as it did in UFC 4, but I'm glad I was able to land that there. But see, like I tried inputting the Osotogari right there, and it doesn't work because see, offline at the Las Vegas live event that I won when I beat a bunch of ESFL champs in person, the Osotogari was virtually useless. Woohoo! 4-piece. Kickboxing top 10 combos. Maybe I release it, maybe I don't. Oh man, he just gave up. That brother is gone. Yeah, this. Oh my gosh, bro. I'm gonna hate running into this guy when somebody else is using him. Fuck! I was gonna talk more about the Osotogari, but let's wait until we queue up on another one. Yeah, it was useless in the live event. Very useless. Online though, big problem. Big problem. There we go. This is the matchup we want right here. Corey Sandhagen. This is where this alter ego's based against. Ooh, okay. So alter ego's based against his victory for the interim title against Corey Sandhagen. But what I was gonna say is, if you didn't have somebody that could switch stance against Petr Yan in UFC 4, you were at the mercy of trying to avoid that Osotogari. That alone put so much pressure, especially on the likes of guys like John Jones who had it, Zabit didn't have the health stats to really feel that threatening, but he had it too, even because it was made for him by Jeff Howard, or added to the game series because of Jeff Howard before you left. So me being the dude I am, who's always like, I ain't using the guy that everybody else is fucking using, I'd use TJ because TJ had like a 99 switch stance, and I had good success with TJ versus Yan on UFC 4, especially at the live event when I beat Dabikin. He was using Petr Yan. That was a good bout too. But now that Peter doesn't have access to the Sotogari, he's still a motherfucker to deal with. But at least we don't have to worry about that. I'm gonna try to outwork this Sandhagen. I'm gonna pressure a little bit more than I would like. I would love to try to. I wanted to play the downloading game a little bit. I mean, we can. But then that's going to lead to a big old staring contest for this guy. I can tell because he's hanging back. So we're going to go big shots versus jab, jab, volume. UFC 4, that shit was super fast to the point it was OP. So I'm not mad that it's not as fast, but they could have just toned it down a little bit. Just a little bit more. Because that spinning heel kick combination doesn't come out as fast. Well, I really can't wait to showcase his Wonder Boy. And RDA. The B I could give two shits about, but I'll showcase him anyways. Yo, you know what's something I just realized? This motherfucker's short-term head elf recovers fast as fuck. Oh, yeah, this Sandhagen, yeah, this is... You need to play perfect against this Peter. Because now that I'm actually paying attention to my own health stats, even without Force of Nature, I don't know if it's the recovery buff or the chin buff or what, but these health stats, this Sandhagen's trying to out-bruise me when he's trading, and it's not working for him. Try to use those Peter combos. I tried it. I fucked up. Fuck, I fucked up. Fuck, I took some shots to the body there. Oh, okay. It's cool, though. It wouldn't be a showcase if we're not taking any chances. Yeah, this is the best, definitely the best one out of the group so far. I gotta try out RDA. RDA is gonna be another fun one for me to use. I'm gonna grapple a lot more with him. Matter of fact, I should probably grapple against this Corey. Just to kind of set it up, because I know Peter, he got a couple takedowns against Corey Sandhagen, got a couple takedowns against Sean O'Malley. So I think it'd be important to kind of just establish that threat. Since we're talking about downloading data, this is generally how my mind works. If you establish the takedown threat, obviously like the hand should come up, but it's also a matter of where you do it. If you do it a lot in the open space, if you do it against like a good player like Goat, Blake, Advaita, all these other good players, Driz, there's so many good players, MTJ, doing those shots kind of like naked in the open, they get you cooked. Nas is another one, of course. But if you at least start to kind of plant that seed in a specific spot, that's where you're going to be able to fire off more often. So he likes being around the fence a lot. I think we're going to look to get our takedowns there. Tried it there. Try to get one or two. And try to go for something big. There you go, Peter. Yeah, I never seen those combos before, I bet. Yeah, be on your bike. Be on your bike, Corey. You losing the damage battle. You losing the damage battle, Corey. Oh, there's another rematch that could happen, too. Spike. It's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Ooh, his body health is flashing. Almost snuck that one through. No uppercut counter. He's retreating way too much. There it is. I lied. I lied. I lied. Y'all thought I was going to shoot. Y'all thought I was going to shoot? Nah, I lied.